Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, NFw Nation, and welcome to another episode of the Luv Shak. I'm your host, Big Al, the Doctor of Love.
And I'm your co-host, Dr. Charles. Good evening, Albert.
How you doing, Charles? And on the phone with us is the head of the Coalition, Dyron Flynn. How you doing, Dyron?
I've been better, but since you guys called me today, it's kind of gone downhill.
It's good hearing from you too. Okay, I'll tell you what, Charles. We're gonna get it started. I'm sure you got a few questions you want to ask Dyron real quick, and then we'll go over some matches.
Sure.
Okay.
First of all, Dyron, thank you for being on the show tonight.
Oh, it's your pleasure. It's your pleasure.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I got a couple questions for you. First of all, why? I asked twice. Now I asked the third time. Why did you get a Nick Iggy's here and Daniel Eads, which are good guys, because I know you're the culprit behind this, and start this coalition?
Charles, do you really want to know my answer? Do you really want to know the answer?
Yes, I do. I wouldn't ask you if I didn't, Darren. You and I go.
I went from being an overlooked young, hungry talent to being a main event star with a former World Tag Team Champion, a man who held it 3 times in Rob Conway. But then after Rob Conway got hurt, what happened? I got demoted down the card. I didn't get to keep my rightful spot at the top of the card where I had earned to be. Instead, I'm getting double teamed by 2 men that are helping Ricky Morton pin me on one show. I come up there for another show, and I get put in a tag match against 2 equally hungry guys, and I'm tagging with Chad Stallings, and we're just thrown together, Charles. We're thrown together because there's nothing to do with us. And it clicked with all 4 of us that night, Charles. We got tired of being overlooked. We got tired of being stepped on. We're not like all these other young kids in the back that are respectful to their elders, Charles. We know when it's time to step up and take something, and it's our time to step on these veterans all the way up to make sure we get to the top of the ladder, so they're the ones that are hungry to step up and challenge us for their spot back.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and I've been on both sides, Al and I both have, but I want to tell you something. Just realize this. You might get to where you want to go, and the way you guys are, I'm sure you will get to the top. But just remember, just like you're hungry, there's always a hungrier wolf out to get you. So you're going to be looking over your shoulder, going left or right, every time you get in that ring to see what's going to happen. So just remember, grass looks greener on the other side, but on the other side, the only reason it's greener is on account of a bunch of BS.
Okay,
yeah, I've heard that saying plenty of times, Charles. I've heard it plenty of times. But, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes I get put down, but I come right back, and I come back meaner, I come back hungrier, and I come back even more determined to earn my spot. And not only earn that spot, but keep it. And that's what's going to happen after March 5th. We're going to earn our spot. And I'm going to give Johnny Richards his payback for what he did at the last show, using a nice little double team to lay me out with his precious NFw heavyweight title. I'm going to give him the payback he deserves. And once that happens, what's to stop me from walking out of the building with his belt? What's to stop that, Charles?
Well, nothing to stop that, but I'll tell you, the March the 1st, Johnny Richards is going to be ready. He's assembled a team. Rob Conway won't be there, but he's got some tough guys in SOL, and they're going to go in there, and help me out, Al, who's their other partner?
He's got Kirkpatrick and Rough Rider Roy and SOL with him.
Oh, yeah.
So Dyron, I got a question for you, Dyron. You got
Fire away.
You got Nick Iggy, Chad Stallings, Daniel Eads, and you also got Vic the Bruiser. I guess a 2-part question. Can you trust him, and can he trust you?
Well, see, the point is, we all have an equal goal in mind.
Yeah.
Our goal is to rid NFw of these guys like Johnny Richards, Kirkpatrick. I don't even know where he came from. I've heard of him, but I don't know why he decides to stick his nose in this business. And then you've got the SOL, and you've got Rough Rider Roy. Yeah, they've all been around the block, but at the end of the day, I know Vic the Bruiser doesn't like them. I know the coalition doesn't like them. The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And Vic the Bruiser is the enemy of our enemies. Therefore, that makes him our friend, and that makes us a cohesive unit.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense to me, Albert. He's got a valid point right there.
Yeah, in a way he does. In a way he does. Now, also, Dyron, you also been nominated for Wrestler of the Year. Go ahead.
No, never mind.
Okay, yeah, they got a thing going, Dyron, called Wrestler of the Year. Scotty Wolf, Vic the Bruiser, Flash Flanagan, Bobo Brazil Jr., T-Boat, Canadian Kid, Tempest, Iron Man, Rob Conway, Johnny Richards, and yourself are an elite group that's nominated for Wrestler of the Year. Do you feel that you should be the Wrestler of the Year?
There's one simple answer to that question, and that question is yes. Because let me put it this way. You just named off a handful of talented men, a handful of talented athletic competitors. But how many of those people, aside from me, are current world title contenders? That fact alone sets me apart from each and every one of them. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the next time you see me walk into NFW, I walk in with the World's Junior Heavyweight Championship around my waist. I would not be surprised at all. And that fact alone is what makes me stand apart and makes me the obvious candidate for Wrestler of the Year.
Okay. Now, did you hear Johnny Richards last week? He said that if any of the members of the coalition can pin him in that 10-man tag match, whoever pins him will be the NFW Heavyweight Champion.
Well, here's the thing, Al. I've had that on my mind ever since it took the two of them to lay myself and Nick Hickey out at the last show. Johnny Richards has been my primary target. I don't care if I have to go through SOL, through Rough Rider Roy, through Kirkpatrick. I don't care. Johnny Richards is my target. If I have to climb those mountains to get to my target, that's what's going to happen. I'll chop them down. I'll break them. I'll tap them out. It doesn't matter. Either way, they'll fall to the coalition, and I'll get the world title shot.
Okay. Hey, Charles, do you have any more questions for Dyron?
No, I think Dyron's explained himself pretty good, and I think you asked the folks questions that need to be answered. All I can say is March the 1st, right there at the Metro Center in Evansville, Indiana, there will be a story to be told. Johnny Richards is not going to take this lightly. Dyron Flynn, you're one heck of a competitor. You've got a bunch of good guys on your team, a bunch of good guys on his team. Yeah. That night, the cards will fall the way they fall.
That's right. Okay, Dyron, you heard it March the 1st, the 10-man tag match. The coalition with Vic going against SOL, Kirkpatrick, Rough Rider Roy, and Johnny Richards. I'll tell you what, before we let you go, do you have any last words you want to say, tell the NFW Nation?
Let's see, where can I start? Where can I start? Basically, March 1st, justice will be done. The old will be thrown out, and the new will come in and take the NFW by storm. I'll get my world title shot, and I will also be nominated as Wrestler of the Year. And the fans can sit there, they can boo me if they want, but at the end of the day, they have to go home with the fact of knowing that I earned it. Okay. And that's all there is to it.
You heard it from the head of the coalition, Dyron Flynn, about his 10-man tag, about Wrestler of the Year, and about getting a shot at the world title. I tell you what, Dyron, I want to thank you for being on here, and wish you the best of luck on your, match on March the 1st.
Well, I appreciate that. However, I won't be needing the luck from you. But it was your gentleman's pleasure for me being on the show tonight.
Okay. Well, you take care and you have a nice evening.
See you, man.
All right. Bye-bye. I had to be nice, Charles. I tried to be nice. You know that?
I don't know, Albert. These young guys, man, I tell you, it just...
Yeah,
but
I mean...
you got to be hungry. I know that. You know that.
I know.
But at the end, you know what matters at the end of the night, Albert? The fans.
That's right.
That's what matters. Those people that pay their hard-earned money.
That's right.
Come there, bring their families to the NFW, get into their pockets, have a good time. That's what matters. You
Yeah, and speaking of the fans,
God.
the NFw Nation comment is actually not even a comment, it's a statement. A lot of people are sharing that event. There's going to be a lot of people that's really looking forward to March the 1st, Reckless Revenge. So, Michelle Miller and her son Josh. Josh is one that helped us promote our show up there in Boonville last year. So they said they're looking forward to March the 1st, and that her and Josh will definitely be there and see us there. And so I want to tell Michelle, thank you very much. I will see you and Josh there March the 1st. I'll tell you what, Charles, I'll go over to the card real quick before we call the night, okay?
All right, buddy.
All right, like I said, Reckless Revenge, March the 1st, Friday night, bell time 7:30, 5820 Metro Drive here in Evansville, Indiana. What was that?
I'm just carrying on, Albert.
Bless your heart. Again, we got the Superstar Raven and Madman Pondo teaming up together. And what a tag team that's going to be. You got two very mean, tough guys who love pain. Going up against Domino, Cliff Compton, and Gator McAllister in Raven's Rule match. So I'll tell you what, that match there is going to be something else. Then you got the 10-man tag match, like we just said, Johnny Richards, SOL, Kirkpatrick, Rough Rider Roy, going against Victor Bruiser and the Coalition, which is Nick Gigi, Dyron Flynn, Chad Stallings, and Daniel Eads. And another match I'm looking forward to seeing also is the ladies match, Epiphany, coming back, and she is one tough, I'm not going to call her one tough wrestler, because I've seen her body slim men before, and she's going up against Ploy. So Ploy, this is going to be a tough match for her, but she's tough also. Then we got Flash Flanagan taking on JP Lightning. I tell you what, JP's really shown a lot of improvement. I mean, he's been doing pretty good here lately, but he's going up against a guy who's probably who's not afraid of nobody, and the former NFw champion, Flash Flanagan. So JP better be on his game, because I know Flash will be definitely be ready for the fight. Then you got the Rumble match, for the #1 contender to the NFW World Title. I don't know if Rich has invited me to be in it, but I don't know if I'm ready for that or not. I mean, I don't know. But we also got we got Brandon Espinoza and Ace Hawkins going up against Matt and Chase King. Then we got also the 4-weight No Limit. We're bringing back the No Limits title for it's going to be a 4-weight No Limits title match. Canadian Kid against Paradise, against Benny Bray, against Sebastian Harris. And you remember Sebastian, don't you, Charles? He's been away a while, but he's making his comeback here March the 1st.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be good. Then, like I said, we got T-Bolt. We got the Flash Brothers. We got Rowdy Red. We got Tempest, Johnny Whiplash. The NFW Tag Champions will be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. They've really come on. I tell you what, Tempest, he is another favorite for that Wrestler of the Year after what he's accomplished these past few months. So I'll tell you what, Charles, again, Wrestler of the Year, Scotty Wolf, Victor Bruiser, Flash Flanagan, Bobo Brazil Jr., T-Boat, Canadian Kid, Tempest, Iron Man Rob Conway, Johnny Richards, and now Dyron Flynn nominated for Wrestler of the Year. Plus also, we got a lot of things going on. I'm sure we have. It's going to be one night, Charles. It's going to be one wild night.
Sure is, man. I'm going to tell you what, that's a good lineup in our Wrestler of the Year. I don't have any favorites in there. I like all the guys. But let me tell you what, that's Scotty Wolf. Now, he's been working real hard the past 2 or 3 years, and he's come into own. So he's got a good shot at it. Tempest has a good shot at it. Johnny Richards, he's always on his A game. Dyron Flynn, who knows, man?
Yeah.
It's going to happen that night. We'll find out who it's going to be. It could be you, Albert. I don't know.
I don't know. It could be any of them guys. And again, I'm going to have a little special probably within the next couple weeks on all them guys that are nominated for Wrestler of the Year with a little video slideshow of them, that, to help promote it. So that'd be pretty awesome. And again, also our second-year anniversary is coming up here in a few weeks. Probably next week. I'll have the exact date before it. The date's been kind of pushed back due to other things that's going on. But we will have that at the Greek's Pizzeria, and hopefully you and T-Bo can get the blues going on that night.
We're going to do our best to, man.
There you go. I'll tell you what, again, Reckless Revenge, March 1st, Evansville, Indiana, bell time 7:30, Friday night, 5820 Metro Drive in Evansville, Indiana. It's going to be a wild night. I mean, Raven, Domino, Gator McAllister, Madman Pondo, the 10-man tag, the women's match, the Rumble. I mean, it's going to be great, Charles. I'll tell you what, I'm about out of breath, and I'm tired. Are you ready to spread the love, my friend?
I am, Albert. Before I go, I got to tell the NFW Nation something. I talked to my friend, Madman Pondo, yesterday, and he said to tell everybody over there at the NFW that he's back better than ever, and he and Raven have a score to settle with Cliff Compton, Domino, whatever you want to call him, and he's got something that goes way back with Gator McAllister.
You heard that?
He's bringing a little friend with him. I don't know what that means, Albert.
I don't know if that's, I don't know, but I know one's a stop sign, but.
Said he got a little friend coming, that's all I know.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Pondo is a little friend, little buddy. All right. Hey, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Plus, you get a chance to be on Luv Shak with Big Al and Charlie and Charles also. Plus, we got some raffles going on. Also, give away some merchandise, VIP passes for next show. So, March 1st, Reckless Revenge. 5820 Metro Drive here in Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Friday night. Charles, I'm ready.
Me too, Albert. I'm ready like that.
All right, it's time to spread the love, my friend.
All right, my friend. Just remember this, NFW Nation. Don't fight amongst yourselves. Leave the fight up. All you got to do is spread the love.
Good night, Charles. There you go.